everybody, and welcome back to Neverhood 1. So we're going to continue here to read. I think we're on the top here. This is a door, but they also believe that all have passed through the door in one instance sometime in the past. The Marfies say that since we are all on the other side of the door, there is no need to look for it. Shimpo Calrissian. Each of us have a door within himself or herself. This is also a mythology from a group within the E's called what I just said. Well, similar. Simpo Calrissian Tights. It is said that Shimp found the door but did not go through it. Instead, he ground the door to a fine dust, then put the dust into the drinking water of Mezzo Arbnon. Since that day, the first time an arbor takes a drink of water, they're said to have a door to the other side within them. The Shimpo hold a water drinking right for their babies. Our Armbeck, we can find the door only when we have tallied up enough good deeds. Strangely enough, this is not another mythology from amongst the E's. Instead, it comes from the Frankites. Those of Frankites that believe this myth are pseudo-scientific and perpetuate the myth started hundreds of years ago by Jabberfee. Jabberfee was insane, but he was able to string together sentences full of scientific and theological sounding ideas. Those who did not know better and did not want to take the time to research Jabber's claims would say, "Hear, hear," when he came to their street corner to speak. Jabber, although enrolled in the Frankite schools, attended class only occasionally. He spent most of his time digging for imaginary buried treasure or counterfeiting money. With the latter, he would pay classmates to do his homework for him. Take a sip of drink. It was on what was to be the last of his treasure hunts that Jabber said he found the scroll of Armbeck. Jabber said that the scroll of Armbeck explained that if one does enough good deeds, one will be given a pair of X-ray glasses with which the door can be found. Jabber said that good followers of Armbeck who have disappeared are the only proof one needs to believe the authenticity of the scrolls, which, by the way, no one has ever seen. The fact that they disappeared, Jabber writes, shows that they got their glasses and went straight to the door. No one has yet been found who can name a missing follower of Armbeck. Prokoshmoko. Life stinks and then you fall through the door. Maybe. This mythology has a small support amongst all three castes of Aber. Clarikunzum, a very good being, made the door long ago and only told one good Aber how to find it. Before he found it, though, he told one other good Aber, and thus the knowledge of the door has been passed down through the generations. It is said that somehow knowledge of the door's existence became public. Now anyone can find the door if one goes about it the right way. To do so, one must attach oneself to a good and righteous person to get taken through the door. When the righteous person goes through this door, this mythology also has a small support amongst all three castes of Aber. They're called Klarzenmun by other Abers. The key here it is believed, is to staple yourself to a righteous aber, so that when he does find the door and go through, you will go with him. This myth states that an aber named Clabbers, who lived next door to I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Two Gabber thought Two Gabber knew how to find the door. Two Gabber was a very nice guy, but Clabbers thought he was the nicest guy there ever was. Clabb figured out that if anybody had a chance of finding the door, it would be Two Gabber. So Clabber got a very powerful stapler and with it attached himself to Two Gabber. Ouch. Okay, buddy, can you hold still real quick? Snap. Just an industrial staple, your arm to theirs. It is said that when Two Gabber found the door and went through, Gabbers went through too. Therefore, Abbers who believe this myth are always looking for someone who is considered righteous, to whom they can staple themselves. If a Klarzerman is seen trying to staple himself to another Aber by other Caberzums, they also will try to attach themselves. Usually friends will help get a Klarzerman off the nice Aber, but if an Aber is tackled by several Klarzermen, the Dazite police are summoned to remove them. Okay. Burntoi. Arvin made the door and immediately declared that none shall pass through it upon penalty of death. He only told anyone about it to taunt them with its inaccessibility. Flimpurdy. It's like telling somebody, you're hard to handle. You're acting very flimpurdy. You need to stop acting so very flimpurdy. The door was brought to inner Arbnun by Meropalax, the kleptomaniac. There are many legends of Meropaxy. He is a folk hero among the lazy Abbers who do not want to be involved in any of the castes. Like, kind of groups or, whatever. In this tale, Merolopax sounds like a medication for constipation, left Mezzo Arbnum and stole the door to the other side and brought it back to Mezzo Arbnum, only to lose it to Meropalax, the con man. Apollopinsmar. The door is a gift from Father. There is nothing anyone can do to find the gift of the door. Father himself must show it to you, and then you must decide if you are going to go through the door. Okay. Inagrata Navita. Okay, like Inagrata Navita. Yeah, that song. One finds the door during the heat of battle, dying a victorious death. This is the favorite door mythology amongst the Dazites. Giant Rub, however you say that. The doorway is all that is real, and all of Arbum is but a dream. Tingly Spald. Where do they come up with these names, man? The doorway was built by a giant turtle. And R. Royale, only 3,667 arbors are allowed through the door. Okay. Arbitrary. All right, guys. So as you can see, we have made it to the end of the Hall of Records. I don't know how many videos yet. Well, it'll be known by the time this is all uploaded, but as of right now, I don't know how many videos this took to get through, but we made it to the end. So this is like getting into alien looking. This is the dude that has like the fin on the back of his head or something that they mention in his crown. So we get us a little disc cartridge. Yoink. And we do need this to beat the game, as far as I know. Make a save. So yeah, that's pretty brutal. I did that all essentially in one sitting. I just broke it up into videos, but yeah, that destroyed my voice doing that. It's hurting pretty bad right now after reading all that. But that's my own damn fault for doing it. I just wanted to get it over with. So I essentially did this in one night. What's out here? Ew. That's all we get to see here. To keep our eyes out for this, though, maybe some little pricklies and whatever this is here. Okay, so we got a couple of more cartridges. I think we watched 2 of them on the machine with the monitor, and I think we've picked up 2, and we also picked up an empty vial, like a chemistry vial. Okay, so we're done here. Since there is roughly like 40 screens, we have to manually walk back. But I'm not going to make you watch all that, so I will do a cut here in the video, and I will be back at the beginning room here in just a second. What did I use? Not sure what I used for the screenshot of this game. Serious speculation.
Okay, everybody, we're back. I have made it to the first screen of the Hall of Records. That walk back is pretty terrible. I can't believe how they built this little section into the game. I didn't time it, but it takes a good 3 or 4 minutes, it felt like, to walk from the end all the way back. And the thing you need to keep in mind is if you go all the way down to the end of this hall and you don't pick up that cartridge on the ground, you're going to have to walk all the way back to the right, pick it up, and then come all the way back again to the left. So it's just a manual walk that you have to do. So make sure you get it when you go down there. And the other thing that's something they could have done is there's this, button here that you can press. It makes that do this. This black groove travels all the way down to the very end of the hallway. And there's this thing I think we actually see, if my memory serves me. It's like a little seat on something similar to this, and it's like in the groove, and he gets up in the seat, presses a button, and it makes him follow down that path. I wish they would have put one of those here. Walk and read, the first time to the right and get to the end, but then have the little seat contraption down there that you can pick up the disc, climb in the chair, and then press a button. And it just automatically transports you back here, I wish they would have put something like that in. I think that would have been a cool thing, but they didn't. So, all right, we got about 15 minutes left in the video, so let's go back this way. We'll look at the new cartridges we've picked up. So yeah, as of this video, let me actually turn this off. Let me go back over here. We're done in this video with the Hall of Records. What happens if we do this now? And go in here. Ooh. Okay, that's important. Definitely important. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Good thing I did this. So I don't know if this will be the same every time you play the game. Make sure I get a good picture of this. Or if it's randomized, could be a different set of symbols. So I got 4 lines on the top, kind of looks like a claw scrape. 3 circles and a dash, and then what would you call that last thing? Kind of looks like a EKG thing. Okay, there's a
switch over here too, which I don't know where the handle is. I think it was up here. I don't think I can hit it in the dark. Bear with me a moment here. I know it's dark on the screen. I'm just clicking to see if I can. There's a button here. I don't think he'll touch it though, because he can't see it. I'm spamming left clicks trying to get him to. Okay, I guess we're just supposed to see the symbols. So let's go back up, I guess. Just stepped one screen over. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, completely dark. Yeah, you can't click on the words on the wall or anything. All right, make sure we close this. You want these to be closed. Keep the light off here. I'm going to make a save again. And let's go back in here. So yeah, we should be done and not have to come back here again. The main thing is you want to get that cartridge at the end of that Hall of Records. That's all that really matters. Right. So he'll put in 2 he's picked up, as many as you've collected. Okay, we had 2. So we got a gap in between here. So let's start with this one and watch it.
He had to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone.
That's Hoborg being narrated by Willie Trombone. Step on out here. It's funny. All right. Trying to open the door, he won't do it. I don't think you do anything with the fan, so we gotta press this button. So then, let us go forward now into this door. We haven't been this way yet. Spin around. This place is pretty wild looking. Ooh, so there's that cannon. See over here, this is that little cave, which leads to the door with the 3 locks a little further down into it. So that wraps around and it comes through from over here to this bridge, leading to this location, which is the lake area. We'll be getting over here and messing with that, but if you do spin your character here, you can kind of see this viewpoint. You can't do anything here, just look and see. Let's take a step in. Okay. Dud. So we got us another machine here to play these cartridges, maybe? Maybe not, because there's no spot to put one in, but there is one laying on the ground. Weak. That says TNT on it. These all say dud. Okay. See, if I recall, you do... I don't remember how this works, but you're basically trying to move the ones with fuses onto the dummy. It's already got one here. There's 5 over here. If you notice, there's something right up here too. Let's see if we can't do this. So that put it in the middle. You have to just keep clicking them until they end up where you want them to be. So it's definitely tricky to some degree. Not really though. So we got a little TNT figure. You'll see how that works in a little bit, but we needed to do that eventually. And we can't quite get the match yet. He sees it up there. Let's make a save. And we will step out. Okay, we're in another first person view. Okay. Just looking around here. Is that a door? Okay. If you recall, back in the beginning area were those kind of organ tubes, or there was a similar statue like this with a skeleton head on it, but this one has a button. It's making some water flow. Just going to click it again and see if it's still running. Yeah. So I think this may connect up to the other one. So we need to do that for sure. We will need water. Oh, I remember this. So, the more times you interact with this tree, bush, whatever you want to call it, mushroom, you'll keep eating them. And he does that. I'm going to do it one more time. So yeah, you probably don't want to do that more than 3 times because you'll get stuck here for like minutes on end of him doing that. He just does it, burps longer and longer the more you do it. Okay. Let's mosey on this way. Something's on the wall over there. Do you open? That looks creepy. Do it one more time. It's a little ominous looking. No doors. Little tower up there. Yeah, you can't look straight above you or straight down. All right, so we got us a little music box over here on this pedestal, like a little jack-in-the-box kind of thing. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut this video here since we're getting towards the end. There's a little bit of a segment coming up, and I don't want to go too far over time. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And in the next video, we will see what this music box will do for us over there. Thank you. Bye.